Sound on that phone?
I'm not moving.
Doing some kind of construction.
They have a hotel for the conference.
There. I mean, but she did some logical stuff. It's ESL and not traditional learners. But she's actually kind of early in her graduate, so it's kind of weird. Like, because
I could have gotten out in January if I like packed myself, but then I don't want to do that after I failed. Then I have to stay a whole semester.
Gotta talk to you about scheduling for the summer, which I won't do today.
you're looking good.
Thank you.
Whoa, there he is. Hi. What's up, Tom?
Hi, Beth. Tom, I gotta talk to you about the key. So while you're sad, I'll see you later.
All right, yeah.
You go to luncheon?
So you want to get your voice in the air.
Hello, Tom. Is this your job today?
This guy's funny.
It wasn't. No, don't try. It wasn't.
This is serious.
We don't call it that
No,
anymore.
I wrote them in at the wrong time. Good, how are you?
This is his 5th year. He's our first lead, but I asked him what that was. He said it's not intimidating.
Hey.
I'll come by later.
Pues es lo que yo estoy viendo. Espérate, déjame ponerlo porque no está bien.
By the time I get up there. I thought I'd gotten away with it. I have it.
Oh, you have? Oh, great.
You don't have actual film for that, do you?
I took your we got your pictures back. We're gonna have to do them again. I didn't like them. They were not representative. Actually, can I get a picture of you right now?
There you go. You can send
That's
that one.
great. Thank
Now
you.
look academic. The paparazzi follow us all over.
We understand.
Oh, okay. Right.
and the faculty of Queensborough Community College of the City University of New York, together with delegates from various institutions, the governing bodies of the City of New York, and the State of New York, all gathered to participate in these, the 40th commencement exercises of Queensborough Community College of the City University of New York. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 40th commencement exercises of Queensborough Community College of the City University of New York, and to the installation of Dr. Eduardo J. Marti as president of the college. Please stand and remain standing for the national anthem and the invocation, which will follow immediately. Michelle Ciramello, a QCC graduating student, is our vocalist. We invite you to join her in singing the first stanza of the national anthem. Ms. Ciarmella. The Most Reverend Joseph Sullivan, Auxiliary Bishop of the Diocese of Brooklyn and Queens, will deliver the invocation.
I have chosen the poet's prayer, Gerard Manley Hopkins. The world is charged with the grandeur of God. It will flame out like the shining from shook foil. It gathers to a completeness, like the ooze from oil crushed. Why, then, men cannot now wreck his rod? Generations have trod, have trod, have trod. All is seared with trade, bleared, smeared with toil, and wears man's smudge and shares man's smell. The earth is barren now, nor can foot feel being shod. For all this nature is never spent. It lives dearest freshness down in deep things, though the last lights off the black west went, O morning at the brown brink, eastward springs. Because the Holy Ghost over the bent world broods with warmest breath and with our bright wings. God our Creator, we who believe give you praise, honor, and glory. We give thanks for the blessings of parents, friends, and teachers who have supported by their love and wisdom those who have completed their course of studies. We welcome this day at his inauguration Dr. Eduardo Marti, our new president, and pray your blessings on him and his family. Send the light of your Spirit upon him to guide him in all his plans and decisions, so that with his advisors and faculty, all who come here to study will be encouraged in their pursuit of truth. We pray the poet's insight to see your presence in all creation and to maintain hope when all seems bleared, smeared with trade and toil. We ask your blessings on this joyful day of commencement, you who live and reign forever and ever. Amen.
The audience will please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of Queensborough Community College of the City University of New York, Dr. Eduardo J. Marti.
Thank you, Grand Marshal Mesa. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this most important event in the college calendar, graduation. Before I start, I want you to join me in a round of applause for our buildings and grounds departments who work so hard to make this campus so beautiful. And I also want to thank some people who were here until late last night and early this morning: Elizabeth McNally, Millie Conti, Martha Mulvey, and security for making this event what it is today. Thank you. Candidates, this is a time for joy. This is a time for thoughtful recollection. This is a time for hope. Enjoy this day. Savor this ceremony. Because today we publicly acknowledge your good work, and when you leave this tent, you'll be a proud Queensborough Community College graduate. We have given you our best. Now it's time for you to do it alone. It is time for you to move to the next phase of your career, whether it be employment or at a baccalaureate granting institution. So on behalf of the administration, the faculty, the staff of Queensborough Community College, I extend you our best wishes, felicitations, and congratulations. I would like to call the Grand Marshal to the podium. He has a special proclamation that he wants to share with you.
The Honorable Rudolph Giuliani, Mayor of the City of New York, has issued the following proclamation. Dear students, I am delighted to send my warmest greetings on the occasion of the 40th commencement exercises of Queensborough Community College of the City University of New York. On behalf of the residents of New York City, I congratulate all of the graduates. As you enjoy today's special ceremonies, you will be reminded of the achievements you have reached and of the challenges that are yet to come. Your hard work, along with the guidance and support of your teachers, was instrumental in laying the foundation for the successful achievement of your goals and dreams. I look forward to the many important contributions you will make as you enter this new and exciting time in your lives. It is my great pleasure to acknowledge Dr. Eduardo J. Marti as he is installed as the president of Queensborough Community College. I wish Dr. Marti the best of luck as he assumes his new duties. Sincerely, Rudolph W. Giuliani, Mayor.
Thank you, Dr. Mesa. Queensborough has many friends, and I would like to introduce to you today one of these friends. Senator Padovan has been instrumental in getting, in a very quiet way, a large amount of money for our college on a consistent basis. A lot of the computers, a lot of the instruments that you're using come through the generosity of Senator Padovan. They are such things as members' items, which are monies that are allocated to individual members of the Assembly or the Senate. And it is at the discretion of those individuals to utilize that money. Senator Padovan has used that money for Queensborough Community College, and we thank him for that. Senator Padovan.
President Marty, you have a rowdy group out there. Hey! Which means they're a happy group and a vital group. Bishop Sullivan, Chancellor, Speaker of the Assembly, Peter Ballone, all the distinguished faculty, and those on the dais and those here in the audience. I'm delighted to be here just to say briefly how proud we are for your accomplishments. The fact of the matter is you will remember few, if any, of the words spoken today. Having been where you are on more than one occasion, I can attest to that fact. But what you will remember is the feeling of today. The feeling of accomplishment, the feeling of a new challenge ahead, and the feeling of relief. So each of you turn to the person on your right or left, take their hand and say, "Thank heavens we made it." Do it. I had the pleasure of seeing Queensborough Community College grow from virtually nothing, Quonset huts and temporary buildings, to this marvelous campus under the stewardship of former President Kurt Schmeller. And I know how hard he worked, and all of the faculty and those who joined him over those 30-some-odd years in making this a premier institution here in the city of New York, if not in the state of New York. And in recent months, I have had the honor and privilege of getting to know our new president. Dr. Marty is indeed an outstanding educator, and I've talked to my colleagues way up there near Ithaca, who tell me that he was revered, admired, and appreciated by everyone in that part of the state. So he comes to us with that background and those accolades, and I know already he is appreciated and certainly supported in every possible way here at Queensborough Community College. So therefore, finally, on behalf of the State Senate and my colleagues in the legislature, I wish all of you the very best in the years ahead.
Community colleges in the city of New York, and of course the City University as a whole, are funded primarily through the City Council, who in fact are city colleges. And we're very fortunate tonight to have with us an individual who is from Queens, an individual who loves Queensborough Community College, and an individual who makes certain that the interests of Queensborough and the City University are always at the forefront of the budget decisions. He was in the budget deliberations until midnight, no, actually 2 o'clock in the morning last night, and he tells me that Queensborough, one more time, fared well. So thank you very much, Peter Ballone, Speaker Ballone, representing the City Council.
Thank you very much, Dr. Marty. Congratulations and good luck, Dr. Marty. I know that this great college will become even greater under your tutelage. And thank you, Chancellor Goldstein, for being a chancellor who helped make this great institution, the great CUNY system survive. Chancellor Goldstein, you did a great job. And Your Eminence, Bishop Sullivan, as he knows, he's my candidate for Pope, and someday, God willing, he will become the Pope. If he had anything to do with it, he certainly would. Senator Padovan, thanks for all your help in the Senate. Ms. Katz, representing the Great Borough President of Queens, Claire Schulman, and all my colleagues and friends. There's only one thought that I really want to leave with you, because as Senator Padovan said, it's very hard to remember what happened, what anyone said. But too many of our fellow Americans forget, what this country's all about. And I just want to remind you that the reason why we have the opportunity we have today is because some very brave people 2.5 centuries ago got together and said, this country will be different than any other country in the world. This will be the only country where your right to life, to liberty, and the pursuit of happiness doesn't come from a president, doesn't come from a Congress, doesn't come from a governor or a state or a mayor or a city council. It comes in this country, unlike all others. We are endowed by our Creator, by God, with those rights, and no one can ever take them away from us. Nobody can ever take that away from us. And that's what makes this country so great. But you will let them be taken away from you by the very people who are not supposed to do that if you don't participate in government, if you don't register to vote, because here voting is what makes you free. Voting is what makes you choose your candidates. Voting is what gives you the power to be able to change people in government. So by all means, as part of your graduation ceremonies, as part of your launching yourselves into making this a better world, participate in this great government of ours. Participate, and the only way you can do that is by voting. The only way you can keep these institutions open is by voting. The only way you can help Frank and I and other representatives who really believe in this system. Do you know one of the things we've done? One of the things in this budget that's in store, that we just restored in the budget. Just one thing, so you know, for your younger brothers and sisters, for your younger children and grandchildren. If any child from any school in the city of New York graduates with a B average or better, that's all we're asking, a B average or better, we will now reduce their tuition in half if they go to Queensborough or any other public university in the city of New York. Now that's what you could do. That's what you could do. That's what we can do. That's what you could do by participating in government, because you know there are others who would close these universities if they could. There are others who would privatize everything. There are others who would make only those who could afford it be able to get an excellent education. And there's those of us who are committed again to where it was when I grew up. Not only was every single school, from pre-kindergarten through graduate university, every single public university was not only excellent, but it was free. And I've committed myself in the future to do exactly that, because that's the essence of what this country is all about. So, you have a responsibility. Your responsibility is now to get out there and participate in government and make sure that those who follow you have at least the same opportunity, you have. Because the people you see back here, your teachers, the people, the professors, they're the ones that dedicate their lives to trying to make your lives better. Every one of them could go into the private world and do much better monetarily. But monetarily is not what makes this country great. Money is not the source of happiness. What you do in life is your source of happiness. And you've done very, very well up till now. Godspeed in your future, and good luck to all of you.
As you know, Borough President Schulman, a longtime friend of the college, has had a loss in her family. Her son passed away in California at only 45 years of age, and only a few days ago. So it is understandable that she's not here with us today. She's with her family. Representing the Borough President is Melinda Katz, who is Director of Community Boards for the Queensborough President. Melinda.
Bishop Sullivan, Dr. Marty, Chancellor, staff and graduates of the year 2001, Queensborough Community College. Congratulations to all of you on behalf of the Borough President. As Dr. Marty said, the Borough President has suffered a loss this week. She has been in California all week sitting Shiva for her son. But I need you to know this. Even despite her grief, and despite what her and her family, her other son and daughter are going through this week, one of her greatest concerns about the events that she left behind in the borough of Queens was this day's graduation. She has a soft spot for Queensborough Community College for so many different reasons. Number one, as you know, as you go forward into the world after today, you will all be representing Queensborough Community College. You'll all be representing the education you have received from this college, the education you have received from the CUNY educational system. And we count on you for that. As Peter Vallone said, the Speaker of the New York City Council, that's a great responsibility as you go forth. She also was concerned about this day and wanted to send her regards because of her great compassion and like for Dr. Marti, who is going to be installed as the president today. I personally have gotten to know Dr. Marti over the last year, and as soon as he came to this college, he made it his point not only to learn everything possible about Queensborough Community College, but to get into the community, to learn the players, to make sure that each and every dollar that was to be spent out there in this borough for education was able to come into this school. So on behalf of the borough president, I'd like to give my congratulations to President Marti. Congratulations to the class of 2001. Remember, when you go out there and you're working whatever field you choose, health, engineering, teaching, whatever it may be, you are representing this borough, and we think it is in fine hands. Thank you very much.
Thanks. And now, to bring greetings from the City University of New York is the man who, I guess, all I can tell you is he recommended me to the Board of Trustees. So I guess he liked me for a little while here, at least. I have had a great time working with Matthew Goldstein, the Chancellor of the City University of New York. I consider him my boss, but I also consider him my friend. Matthew.
Thank you, President Marti. There is a very elegant woman seated in the front row wearing a great hat. We have to acknowledge Mrs. Marti. Hat. Isn't that a great hat? Behind every successful man, President Marti, Trustee Nilda Soto Ruiz, Trustee Michael Anglin, wonderful to see you here. I'm sorry that Speaker Vallone had to leave. I just wanted to acknowledge his very good work in getting for us probably the best budget that we've had in many years for our community colleges, and it was his indefatigable work on behalf of the university along with the council that made that happen, and we're very pleased. Senator Padovan, thank you for the good work that you continue to do for the City University of New York, and I echo what Melinda Katz said about Claire Schulman. She is a force in this borough, and we are deeply, deeply sorrowful for her loss. One cannot imagine losing a child, and I can imagine her feelings today, so our condolences go out to her. We're also, it's a great tribute to President Marti that we have a number of CUNY presidents here with us today. Presidents Gail Mello from LaGuardia Community College, President Fred Beaufait from New York City Technical College, and President Carolyn Williams from Bronx Community College. We also have a number of our vice chancellors, part of the administration, Executive Vice Chancellor Louise Mira, Vice Chancellor Jay Hershenson, Vice Chancellor Sherry Bravum, Vice Chancellor Emma Macari. This is also a tribute to have so many people from the administration and our presidents here to celebrate today on this joyous day. This graduating class, I'm told, has over 1,200 students from about 115 countries around the world, and it certainly reflects the great strength and diversity of this college. At the end of the day, this is a day about students. It's not about chancellors and trustees and presidents and administrators. It's about students. And let me just take a moment to pick out 3 randomly chosen students from this class for all of you to get a sense of how wonderful the students are at this college and throughout this university and what they're going to do for society when they leave this great institution. Miss Kettley Joseph. Miss Joseph, let me tell you a little about her. A native of Haiti who knew little English when she immigrated here 3 years ago, has won a research assistantship and a scholarship from the New York City Alliance for minority participation in mathematics, science, and engineering, plus a $13,000 per year scholarship to attend Polytechnic University. Today, I'm told she also receives the John F. Kennedy Memorial Award for outstanding student leadership. Congratulations, Ms. Joseph. Ms. Jamie Lee Cohen, a genuine CUNY success story, who graduated valedictorian 5 years ago, will receive the Ella Strader Award for Distinguished Alumni today in recognition for her service to the people of the borough of Queens. After graduating from Queensborough, she went on to obtain a bachelor's and master's degree at Queens College, and this summer she will earn a PhD degree in chemistry from the CUNY Graduate Center. You talk about a CUNY success story, that's a CUNY success story. And finally, but not, I can stand here for 2 hours and talk about the students, but you don't want to hear that. Berman Snoon, featured in a Daily News article last month, can't get enough of Queensborough. She graduated last June with an associate's degree in business administration and re-enrolled in August to seek a chemistry degree. She's probably thinking of becoming a patent lawyer. She was one of 2 community colleges to win a prestigious $7,500 Goldwater scholarship among 120,000 contestants, including students from Stanford, UCLA, and Harvard. That's quite an accomplishment. As bright and talented, as motivated as all of you must certainly be, you have not succeeded alone. Your family members and friends have stood faithfully by your side. They have supported you. They have contributed to your achievements in countless ways. I think you ought to stand up and applaud your family and your friends because they made it happen for you. You know, W.E.B. Du Bois once wrote, "Education must not simply teach work, it must teach life." And as you embark upon your individual journey through life today and in the future, I hope you will look back at this great institution with great fondness and gratitude. Remember your alma mater. Good luck. We're all so proud of you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chancellor Goldstein. I'm pleased to introduce a lady who is a member of our foundation, and she will be representing our foundation. But I have to tell you something about her. When I first met her, there was almost like instant chemistry. Harriet Kupferberg is an individual who has made this college her pet project. And she has worked with us for a long, long time. And I believe that she's going to work with us for a longer period of time. Harriet Kupferberg, would you please come and give greetings from the foundation?
Good morning, Chancellor Goldstein, President Marti, President Emeritus Schmeller, CUNY Presidents, Senator Padovan, Speaker Vallone, Council Member Harrison, and Marshall, graduates and guests. My name is Harriet Kupferberg, and I am a member of the Board of Directors of Queensborough Community College Fund. The QCC Fund is a tax-exempt organization which raises funds from private sources to advance educational and cultural programs at the college. Today, the QCC Fund joins the college in celebrating two important events: the installation of Dr. Eduardo Marti as president and the graduating class of 2001. Queensborough has a proud tradition of educational excellence, both in preparing students for careers and for transfer to baccalaureate programs. This tradition continues under Dr. Marti, who remains committed to fostering an atmosphere of teaching and learning. With your graduation from Queensborough, you have received a strong educational foundation. You, the class of 2001, are the future leaders of Queens. You will add to our vibrant and ever-changing economy, and you will help shape the destiny of the borough. In the eyes of the members of the Board of Directors of the QCC Fund, you are a worthy investment. We are proud to share in your success here today. In his Republic, Plato said, "The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future life." With your foundation at Queensborough, your prospects are without limits. Your college education may have started here, but this should be the beginning of your journey of lifelong learning. On behalf of the other 18 members of the Board of Directors of the Queensborough Community College Fund, I congratulate you, Dr. Marti, and the class of 2001.
And to bring greetings from the faculty, I would like to call upon the podium my good friend, Dr. John Specht.
Thank you. Over the years, I've attended a number of commencement exercises, and you would think that basically they're all the same. Everybody marches in with their fancy costumes. Then there's some welcoming remarks. Various people get up and tell the graduates how wonderful they are and how this is the beginning of your lives. I've been to few graduations where those comments have been made as clearly and as forcefully and with such great interest as they have been by the speakers that have preceded me today. Then after the remarks, everybody walks across the stage and gets their degrees, or more likely a piece of paper telling them to be sure to pay all their bills and keep the bursar happy, and then they will get their degrees. Then everybody sings the alma mater and all the people go home and party. To some extent, I know you will, and I know you'll do it right. To some extent, commencements do follow the same pattern, and there's a reason for that. Commencements are a ceremony, a ritual, for example, like a wedding ceremony. Rituals mark the important times in the lives of people and families and institutions. Rituals celebrate the achievements not only of individuals, but of communities. Rituals are something that we do together. This is what makes Queensborough's commencement ceremony so different from so many of the others that I have attended. There is an atmosphere of joy and celebration, and most important, of mutual respect that permeates this day at Queensborough that I have not found at any other college or university. And this is the truth. I've been to many, and I always come back here, and this is one of the best commencements that I have ever attended. Today is the day of success, of achievements, of gaining goals, but not just for the graduates. It is certainly a day of achievement for President Marti, as he is officially installed and recognized for his first year of superb leadership at Queensborough Community College. It is also a day of achievement for the people that I represent, the faculty of Queensborough Community College. It is a superb faculty, the equal or better of any community college in the country, and the equal of most senior colleges. There is one thing that makes this faculty very special and very good at what they do. They care. They care about you, we care about the kind of education you have gotten, and we all work very, very hard to give you the best of education and of ourselves. All of you who graduate have benefited from that caring, and you have added it to your own hard work and the support of your families and loved ones. You have overcome the challenges of lab assignments, homework, language, jobs, family responsibilities, and the New York City public transportation system to be here today. Your success, then, is also our success. You and the faculty and the administration under President Marti have all worked together to bring about this achievement that we celebrate today. I hope that each one of you has found one or maybe even two of your instructors who have played a special part in your education, whose personal interest has inspired you and kept you going and show that you are important to us, a person that you will remember in years to come. We now have for you your final exam. A final challenge to overcome. I spoke to you a moment ago about finding a special teacher that you will remember. That special teacher who is special to you has one or two special teachers who are very important to them, who made them grow. The care and effort and creativity and time that your instructors bring to teaching you is a small way of paying back the special people who have helped to shape their lives. So my challenge to you is similar to the ones that you have received before. Take what has been given to you and pass it on. Take your education and make it not just a piece of paper to get a better job or a promotion or a scholarship. It is all of those things, and it should be. But gather it in and make it a true education, a deeper and more humane and more loving understanding of your world and your society and yourself. Your success today comes with that responsibility attached. Continue to climb the mountain. Climb despite the blizzards and the avalanches that you may encounter. Climb and help others along the way. Honor those who have gone before you and work tirelessly for those who come after you. When you get to the top of the mountain, then you can take wings and fly. Your attitude will determine your altitude. Congratulations.
And of course, the greetings would not be complete without the students. And representing the student body, I would like to present to you the President of the Student Government, Julian Gordon.
Good afternoon, President Marti, Senior Vice President Lapidus, Vice President Ebanowski, Belser, Highlands, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family, friends, and fellow colleagues. It is indeed my pleasurable duty to stand here this afternoon to say congratulations. Some of us entered this institution thinking that it would have been a mere 100-meter dash. But how quickly those ideas were dispelled, it proved to be a marathon. And we're happy to know that with God's help, we have finished the race, as is evidenced by our being a part of this school leaving class today. Like all good athletes, we know the end of one race means the beginning of another. And we are quite aware that this is the beginning of the many races to be run in life. Nonetheless, it's a great achievement for all of us to have completed this one. Looking back, we could not have done it without great coaches, and some of them are sharing our moments of glory just now. When some of us entered this institution, our values left much to be desired. Some of us did not have the right attitude toward work, our professors, and even our classmates. But with the help of faculty and staff, we were soon put on track. We have made it to the end of one journey and are about to venture into a whole new world. I'm happy to say Queensborough Community College has done an excellent job at preparing us for the next journey we're about to take, whether it be going out to join the workforce or moving on to another institution. Throughout my academic career at QCC, I have come to realize that this institution is equipped with some of the best faculty and staff that any institution can possess. And with the talents of Queensborough Community College, I'm confident that we're left well-positioned to start the next race. As president of the student government, I'm happy to report that this year's student government was able to accomplish the establishment of the WQCC radio station that is up and running on the web. To log on, just go to wqccradio.com. We're also able to get Barnes & Nobles to contribute books related to our curriculum to the reserve section of our library. The members of the executive board were fortunate to sit on several decision-making bodies within the administration, such as the QCC Auxiliary Enterprises Incorporation, College Advisory Planning Committee, Academic Senate, Budget and Contract Committee, search committees, and much more. Finally, let me thank all those who have been instrumental to our success today. Our president and faculty who have left no stone unturned in guiding us. To the Queensborough community and friends of this institution, we say hearty thanks. To the administrative and ancillary staffs of the Queensborough Community College, we appreciate your labor and sacrifice of love. And last but not least, to our parents and loved ones, we love you and we appreciate you for being there. Thank you.
Now, some of the people who are on the platform have been identified by name, but I'm going to ask them to stand so that you know who they are. Executive Vice Chancellor Louis Mirror, Vice Chancellor Sherry Bramman, Jay Hershenson, and Emma McCarry. I'm especially touched to see presidents of other community colleges present tonight. President Buffet, I keep saying tonight, it's today. I'm thinking about the party. President Mello, President Williams, and Vice President Sadie Bragg representing President Perez. And from Community Board 11, Ms. Anne-Marie Baranian, and she's going to get us those buses. Representing our QCC fund, Mr. Norman Bigman, Mr. Ira Futterman, and Dr. Kurt Schmeller. The Alumni Association is represented by Mr. Emil Singer. And of course, my staff, the people who have to deal with me on a day-to-day basis. Howard Lapidus, Vice President, Senior Vice President. Vice President Stephen Belzer. Vice President, or as we call her dearly, VP Ivanovsky. Vice President Helene Highland. and Deans Bygrave, Cole, Kahn, and Steele. In the audience, we're honored to have an individual who has a little bit of Cuban in him, which is one of the reasons that I think we have such an affinity, but we're delighted with the presence of David Webran, Democratic District Leader. David. The greetings are done. Grand Marshal, would you come forward so we can start the installation?
We proceed now to the installation of Dr. Eduardo J. Marti as the 4th President of Queensborough Community College. Trustee Ruiz, Chancellor Goldstein, Dr. Marti, please come forward.
At the conclusion of a year-long national search, I had the privilege of recommending to the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York that Dr. Eduardo Marti be named as the President of Queensborough Community College. During the year that we have worked together, I have found that Dr. Marti is a worthy representative of our university, and it is with enormous pride and pleasure that I present him to you for investiture as the 4th President of Queensborough Community College.
Good morning. First of all, let me congratulate all the graduates on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York. We're quite proud of you, and we recognize you for your intelligence and the good common sense to go on with your education. There is nothing you have done better for yourselves, your families, our city, and our country. So thank you, first of all. And now let me share with you that this is a very special moment for me. It is a special moment for me because I had the privilege of chairing that committee that recommended Dr. Marti to Chancellor Goldstein. I would like, because it is very special that many of the members of that committee are here today, and I would like them to stand also. Please. You see, we did, I think, a job well done, and I thank you. When we chose and recommended Dr. Marti, we were impressed not only with his intelligence, not only certainly with the way that he conducted himself, but more than that, here was a gentleman, a scholar, who truly understood the mission of a community college and its importance in our country. He was dedicated, he was knowledgeable, and he knew that he had to work very hard with a faculty. He had to look at a college, and he had done his homework. He had already visited Queensborough before going to that interview, showing how dedicated he was to becoming your president. So we're very proud that he did become your president. Thank you, Dr. Marti. And now, Eduardo J. Marti, confident of your dedication to the fortunes of Queensborough Community College of the City University of New York, by the authority vested in me by law and on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the City University, I vest in you the office of President of Queensborough Community College with all the rights and privilege thereunto pertaining. As a symbol of that office, I present to you the President's Medallion, charging you to fulfill the obligations of your office. And now I say very affectionately, good fortune, buena suerte y adelante.
You cannot imagine what goes through one's head in a moment like this. I thank you all. Members of the Board of Trustees, Chancellor Goldstein, distinguished guests, candidates, family, I am delighted to accept the honor that is bestowed upon me today, as well as the charge to lead this faculty in a manner that will preserve the access to our university while maintaining the highest educational standards. I promise to carry out these duties to the best of my abilities. Our college has enjoyed more than 4 decades of providing quality education, and I vow to preserve the traditions that have rendered Queensborough the rich resource that it is today. Throughout our institution's evolution, collective wisdom of so many has been distilled into an elixir of excellence that manifests itself each and every day through our teaching and learning. As the 4th president, I interpret my charge as that of respecting what transpired before me while bringing to the assignment 34 years of academic and administrative experience. To this end, I will develop and put into practice procedures that celebrate teaching and learning, that nurture the growth of the individual student in a supportive environment, and that establish an atmosphere of mutual respect and tolerance. I will retain the best from the past as we march into the future. While we'll celebrate the appointment of a new president, we also pay tribute to the accomplishments of the college's former presidents. Please allow me a moment to inform you and remember President Joseph McMurray, who passed away last week at the age of 89. He was our founding president. Our thoughts are with his family, and our sympathies are with them. He guided our college throughout its formative years. We're fortunate to have on our platform President Emeritus Dr. Kurt Schmeller, who presided over the college for 32 years, a record of service that is deserving recognition. Kurt, would you please stand and be recognized? I am certain that there are those of you in the audience who are wondering why we stage such an elaborate ceremony to install a new president. The installation of a university or college president is one of academia's most significant ceremonial rituals, and traditions, such as this one, bring stability to an institution. Today we proclaim the start of a new administration. Today signals the end of the period of transition. For some time now, the trustees and the college community have searched for a new president, and this ceremony represents the recognition that the one selected is believed to be able to preserve the excellence of Queensborough. We'll see what happens in the future. The ceremony serves as a public reaffirmation that the stability of the college is there, and this stability is enhanced by the value of the degree that is being granted today. But this is an important day in my life as well. I may be capping my professional career in the very place where I started, in the City University of New York. When the opportunity to compete for this position arose, I was attracted to return to CUNY because the leadership of this university has developed a plan to create an integrated system that preserves true access to higher education while fostering an atmosphere of high expectations and excellence in teaching and research. And this gentleman is responsible for it. I was attracted to QCC because of its diverse student population. Do you realize that there are more than 115 different countries represented in our student body? And there are more than 50 languages spoken at Queensborough? And do you realize that 58% of our student body is either African American, Hispanic, or Asian? I was attracted to QCC because of its uniquely qualified and well-credentialed faculty. As it was said before, the percentage of faculty with doctorates is among the highest of the community colleges in the nation. And our faculty publishes regularly in juried journals. Some of them are considered to be luminaries in their field. As a matter of fact, we have some Pulitzer Prize nominees among our faculty. I am honored to serve this group of scholars and teachers. And if now you permit me a personal indulgence, I would like to recognize a few people who have traveled to be here. I publicly thank the delegates of over 20 colleges, universities, and professional associations who came to witness and celebrate this event. Will the delegates please rise and be recognized? And my family. First and foremost, I want to thank my wife, Patricia, who in spite of everything, has chosen to be at my side today. Thank you, Patricia. And my sister, Edicta Corcel, please rise. And my daughters in chronological order. Julie. By the way, Julie is a master's candidate at Hunter College in speech pathology. Lovely. And Emily. Emily is a PR woman in Atlanta, and she came all the way up here to see us today. Thank you. And now to you, the people who celebrate. It may be a little selfish of me, but I opted to be your graduation speaker because this is the first time that I preside over a commencement at Queensborough. Undoubtedly, there are many stories in this audience. Every candidate here has made sacrifices to be here. Most of you work, sometimes ungodly hours. Many of you are single parents and have to juggle school, work, and parental responsibilities. Many of you are immigrants who are alone in this country. I too have my story, and in many ways it is similar to yours. I immigrated from Cuba in 1960, and I was very much alone in a strange land with no relatives, no basis of emotional support, and no one but myself. And then my young sister came when she was 12 years old. I was 19. We were both orphans and aliens in this strange country. So the many sacrifices that you have endured are familiar to me. The hunger for a better life is familiar to me. The need for acceptance is familiar to me. The need to grow roots is familiar to me. And it is because of these experiences that I feel empowered to stand here and tell you that you too will succeed. I'm here to tell you that your path will grow easy. There is no question that the key to success is education. Today, you're completing the first phase. When you registered at Queensborough Community College 2, 3, 4, or how many ever years ago, you took a significant first step. You began to control your destiny. You're now ready to go on for additional education or for the world of work. Whatever route you take, my advice to you is to persevere. You must continue to educate yourself. You must continue to accumulate credentials. The more credentials you have, the greater the rewards will be. Many studies indicate that the earning potential of an individual increases proportionally with the numbers of degrees. So whether you are a recent immigrant or you're the first, second, third, or fourth generation, you're here because you understand what it takes to move on. You understand that the people around you will respond to you, at least initially, because of your educational experience. You understand that there's a connection between your position in life and the preparation that you receive. The diploma granted today communicates to those judging you, whether for a job or for a continued higher education, that you have met the rigor of the curriculum. It broadcasts that you're prepared. It enables you to secure the position. Of course, to prosper in that position, and I think today is an example of that, I have the position, now I have to prosper in the position, you will need to demonstrate on a daily basis that your preparation was indeed appropriate and that you are ready for the task. And well prepared you are. We are confident that you can go forth into the next phase of your life knowing that you're ready. Your credentials are not just valid, your credentials are exceptional. In your final lesson at Queensborough Community College, I want you to heed this advice. Go forth with the realization that you are a worthwhile member of our society. And as you reap the benefits of your work, balance the taking with the giving. Speak out for those principles that you hold dear. Be fair in your pursuit of happiness. And finally, as the Spanish poet Antonio Machado wrote in his poem Campos de Castilla, caminantes no hay caminos, caminos se hacen al andar. Traveler, there is no road. Roads are made as you walk. You will walk away from Queensborough today. You will walk away from Queensborough today and begin to pave the road to your success. Don't ever forget us, because we will not forget you. Congratulations. Now it is my pleasure to present the college awards. Will each of the recipients come forward as I call your name? The John F. Kennedy Memorial Award to the student who has demonstrated outstanding college and community leadership goes to Julian Gordon and Ketley Joseph. Please come forward. The Ella S. Streeter Alumni Award is presented to an alum in recognition of outstanding service to the people and the Borough of Queens. This year we're bestowing this honor on Jamie Lee Cohen, soon to be Dr. Jamie Lee Cohen, 1966 graduate of Queensborough, who has volunteered her time to the college as mentor and speaker. Ms. Cohen continues to distinguish Queensborough Community College. She will be a 4-time graduate of the City University of New York. She has 2 masters, she's getting her PhD, and she's going to start teaching at Pace University in the fall. Congratulations. The Thomas R. Jennings Memorial Award to an outstanding graduate student in the liberal arts and sciences, Katie Hamilton. The George Alterman Award, and by the way, we have Dean George Alterman here. Dean Alterman. Dean Alterman used to be a dean at this college for a long, long time, some time ago. This award goes to the graduating student achieving the highest scholastic average in Associate in Science, Mathematics and Science degree program. And this year, we have two recipients, Marlon Palia and Miss Martha Pepas. Realize that Martha just came from Greece 2 years ago. The Joseph McMurray Award to the graduating student achieving the second highest scholastic average in the class of 2001, Mr. Marlon Palia and Ms. Valerie Collins. Ms. Collins is not able to be with us today. I don't know if you noticed, but each one of those awards has a little envelope in it, which is probably more important than the diploma itself. There is a monetary award with each one of these awards. The President's Award is sponsored by the Queensborough Community College Fund and is given to a graduating student achieving the highest scholastic average in the class of 2001. The recipient this year is Mr. Robert Smith. Mr. Smith cannot come today because he had an accident where he broke one of his legs. I think it was one or two of his legs. He will recover, but he's not able to be here today. He's also the recipient of the Colonel John Lackas Award that is given to the graduating student achieving the highest scholastic average in an Associate Applied Science degree program. I would like to note that Mr. Smith was part of the Verizon Next Step program, the AAS corporate program in telecommunications technology sponsored by Verizon for its employers. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce Yvonne Bonnie Gatlin, who is going to be accompanied by Gwendolyn Bynum for a musical interlude.
Congratulations, class.
If we all sing one song,
Class, this is for you, especially for you, only you.
That does it. Next year, I'm singing my speech. Will the graduating students please rise while the Grand Marshal administers the ephebic oath?
Will the graduates please repeat after me? We who are about to graduate from Queensborough Community College. Reaffirm without reserve our allegiance to the United States of America. And in the tradition of the ancient Athenians, take this oath of devotion to our city. We dedicate ourselves to the ideals and sacred values of our free society. We dedicate ourselves to the ideals and sacred values of our free society. We will never bring disgrace upon our community by any act of dishonesty or cowardice. We will never bring disgrace upon our community by any act of dishonesty or cowardice. Nor fail to respect our fellow citizens. We will revere and obey the laws under which we live. We will do our utmost to quicken understanding, respect, and reverence for them. And we will strive unceasingly to strengthen the public sense of civic duty. Thus, in all ways, we will seek to transmit this city. Better and more beautiful than it was transmitted to us. We shall now proceed with the conferring of degrees and certificates. The candidates will be presented by the Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Stephen Belson. I know it's hard, but will the audience please refrain from applauding until degrees for each group have been conferred and certificates awarded. Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Arts remain standing? The others can seat.
Let's hear. It's going to really happen.
President Marti, these candidates have met all the requirements for their degrees. I am pleased to present them to you, and I respectfully request that you confer upon them the degree of Associate in Arts.
Upon the recommendation of the Vice President and the faculty of this college, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Associate in Art with all the rights, honors, privileges, immunities, and honors thereto appertaining. For your information, audience, the students wearing a yellow stole are members of the Phi Theta Kappa Society. The acknowledgement for belonging in that society is a hug. I wear a yellow stole, so I will be hugging those individuals.
Julian Gordon. Katie Hamel. Ejembi Ahmed. Wazma Anagnostidis. Christina Aranbayeva. Sandra Arbeláez.
Jasmine Ruiz. Al
Russell, Mara Schwartz, Martha Sandoya, Nancy Sobanco, Selima Smith, John Somo,
Will the candidates for the Associate in Science please stand? President Marti, these candidates have met all the requirements for their degrees. I am pleased to present them to you, and I respectfully request that you confer upon them the degree of Associate in Science.
Upon the recommendation of the Vice President and the faculty of this college, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Associate in Science with all the rights, privileges, immunities, and honors thereto appertaining.
Michelle Ann Ciormella. Maritza Abreu. Gerline Albert. Naja Adrian Jason. Desta Arnold.
Lakshmi Pagu. Philip Hitterpeert. Tawfiq Rafiuddin.
Will the candidates for the degree of Associate in Applied Science please rise? President Marti, these candidates have met all the requirements for their degrees. I am pleased to present them to you, and I respectfully request that you confer upon them the degree of Associate in Applied Science.
Upon the recommendation of the Vice President and the faculty of this college, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Associate in Applied Science with all the rights, privileges, immunities, and honors thereto appertaining.
Emmanuel Abate. Mulgad Abela. Hamlet Abnu.
Tyler Horvat. Sin Chung Ho. Also receiving a dual degree in telecommunication and computer engineering technology. Millwood Hughes.
Frank Nieves. Ijoma Nwanko. Jed Ocampo.
Kied Sion. Branka Valchek.
Will the candidates for certificates please rise? President Marti, these candidates have met all the requirements for their certificates. I am happy to present them to you, and I respectfully request that you grant them their certificates.
Upon the recommendation of the Vice President and the faculty of this college, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the City University, I hereby grant you certificates.
Elizabeth Arrica. Sandra Baracalda. Kalani Monique Butts.
Will the class of 2001 please stand? like to stand and recognize the class of 2001. Class of 2001, in recognition of the conferment of these degrees, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left side. Congratulations. Will the students please remain standing for the alma mater, which will be led by Michelle Charamella, the graduating student of the class of 2001. Following the alma mater, the audience is requested to remain standing for the benediction to be given by Bishop Sullivan. The recessional will begin after the benediction. Members of the audience are asked to remain in their places until the recessional has been completed. All graduates, guests, and members of the faculty are invited to the reception following these ceremonies to be held in the back of the tent in the Science Building courtyard. Alma mater.
Far beyond Manhattan's clatter stands a hilltop ground, where a queen or alma mater overlooks the sound. Queensborough, Queensborough, we will always sing your praise. Come what may, of joy or sorrow, we'll remember college days. Born of city, state, and borough, proud to serve their need, building toward a bright tomorrow for every race and creed. Queensborough, Queensborough, we will always sing your praise. Come what may, of joy or sorrow, we'll remember college days.
Let's call to mind we are in God's presence. Great American poet Mary Oliver captures the significance of this event in her poem called The Journey. One day you finally knew what you had to do and began. Though the voices around you kept shouting their bad advice. The whole house trembled, and you could feel the tug at your ankles. Mend my life, each voice cried, but you didn't stop because you knew what you had to do. Though the wind with its stiff fingers pried at the very foundations, and their melancholy was terrible. It was already late in the wild night, and the road was full of fallen branches and stones. But little by little, as you left their voices behind, the stars began to burn through the sheets of clouds, and there was a new voice, which you slowly recognized as your own, which accompanied you as you strove deeper and deeper into the world, determined to do the only thing you could do, determined to save the only life you could save. O God, who has given meaning and purpose to life, guide all who graduate this day. to discover that unique call which inspires to use all one's energies to contribute to building a more just and compassionate society. May they overcome all obstacles which stand in their way. May they never be discouraged, but attentive to the inner spirit, do only what they can do, save the life only they can save. We ask these blessings in your name, who lives and reigns forever and ever. Amen.
Let the celebrations begin.